Okay, well, as you heard in the last video, she's cranking over. Got it to pop a couple times. So now we need to get it to actually start. The problem is, as you heard, the starter was not engaging all the time. Sometimes. But when it did engage and the engine fired, it would disengage instant. And it wouldn't be enough to actually get the engine to catch. So, gonna have to take the starter out. I replaced this starter when I was using this to plow with. So it was a new starter, but again, 10-15 years ago, and it's been sitting. So I'm hoping it's just a little corroded inside the drive, and I can clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to start taking it off, and we're going to see if I can't pull it out and take it apart and get it cleaned up enough for now. And I don't want to get a new starter if I don't have to, but we got to do something. So we're going to get working on this here. I did cheat. I loosened this bolt before I picked up my camera. It is kind of nice working on this old stuff. You don't see this much room in any of the new cars anymore. I mean, not only can you see the starter, you can actually get to the bolt, and you can see the bolts. So that doesn't happen that often. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish getting this off, and then I'm going to move down underneath, which again is nice because I don't even need jacks because the thing's so tall. So I'm going to pull this off, and then I'm going to go underneath and disconnect the wires in the next bolt. Need to disconnect all the wires I just hooked up yesterday. But at least I know they're coming off. I did cheat a little bit. I loosened the bolt that holds the lower starter on too off camera, because they are really frozen in there. The steel bolt into the aluminum bell housing is just frozen in. So I'm gonna have to clean them up good before I put them back in. Never sees is our friend. I will lose these nuts for the wires, of course, because that's the way things roll. Okay. There we go. Okay, harness is off. If you've never used these gear wrenches, you gotta get yourself a set. They don't fit everything because the head is much bigger than a regular wrench. But boy, cases like this, where you really can't get a good socket bite on it, it's just so nice. Can't put a ton of force on them, you know, you're not going to, you know, put a cheater bar on the end of it like a regular wrench. But once they've been loosened and you just got to do these little swings, they're great. Okay. Oh, it's a nut on the bottom. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to have to hammer that off. So, got the dead blow hammer out and break the seal on that. It's just corroded into place. So, I'll be back. Yep, I am going to call it a day. I did not get the starter off. It's still there. I got the bolts off. I got the wires off. Oh, I've been soaking it in PB Blaster. I've been tapping on it. I've been hitting it. I've been prying it. I've been pretty much doing it whatever I can to try to get it off of there, and it is not budging. So, I'm going to do some thinking on that. I don't really want to get heat under there right at the moment, but I may end up having to do that. I hate to see the truck go up. So, that's where I'm going to hold for today. While I was under there, I started greasing up the clutch linkage because the clutch pedal doesn't work. It's frozen solid. Got that greased up, PB blastered all the joints, went in the cab to check, and the brake pedal is also frozen. So I'm guessing the shaft that holds the two pedals is probably frozen. Not a lot of room up in there. Sprayed a little bit of PB blaster in there. We'll see if anything happens. If not, I don't know. That's another day. So I'll keep working on that bit and bit too. Other than that, I'm gonna call it a day here, and until I can figure out what I'm gonna do with that starter to get it off of there. It's frozen on solid. So, okay, well, you all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Hope you've liked the videos. Well, not sure if this shows or not. I think it does. I forgot to bring my light down with me. I've been working on this starter. As we heard in earlier videos, you go to crank it, half the times it doesn't engage. Sometimes it does. Kicks out as soon as the engine starts to fire. So, I gotta do something with it. I'm gonna take it apart to see if I can rebuild it or if I need a new one. But either way, it's gotta come out. But it's frozen solid. There's a bolt at the top, a stud on the bottom. It appears that the aluminum housing is frozen right up to the stud. So, I've been hammering. I spent about an hour hammering and prying the other day. Didn't get anywhere. So I brought out some bigger guns today. Hand torch. And more hammers. So I've been heating it up a little bit. The only problem is as I showed in another video, there have been some critters living up in the bell housing. Well, apparently what's left of their home in there is flammable. So I've been doing a little bit at a time and trying to get it heated up, but without burning the whole truck down. So bear with me. I'm going to heat it, get a little PB blaster in there, give it a good heat. I'm seeing some aluminum dust sprinkling down, so I think it's starting to free. So we'll see. Wish me luck. Yes, we got it. Oh. Okay. I won. Took me a couple hours, but I won. Okay, well, got the starter off, as you saw. We kind of got an idea why it's got some kind of a nest in there. Everything's corroded up. I'm going to give it a good clean up. I don't know. I may be able to salvage it. It could just be sticking because it's so corroded from sitting for so long. So I'm going to get all the crud out of there. Clean it up good. Grease it up good. Yeah, maybe it'll save it. Maybe it won't. Okay, well, wish me luck. Thank you. Well, he runs. It actually is running pretty good. Oil pressures, well, God knows how old the oil's in this thing. got it running. It's charging. Runs pretty good actually. Now, I've got some leaks. I don't know where they're coming from. See a little bit on the dashboard. Coming out of the heater box area on the kick panel. Some spots on the window. I guess it's either windshield molding or the cab lights. Maybe the cowl, but now it's not going to come up on the dash. So I'm guessing the cab lights. I got to figure out how they're sealed. But that's it for today. It's running, so we're a step ahead. Thanks for watching.